So I've received a few requests for some strengthening and stretching exercises to help with knee pain. And ideally what we're really doing is strengthening and stretching this muscle right here. So I'm going to show you a few moves that will get you there. So first, let's start on our mats. Go ahead and get into the center of your mat. I want you to reach up, straightening your spine out, and circle your arms around you without arching your back. And now reach and catch yourself with your hands. So essentially the goal is that your spine is still straight, but my chest is nice and open. And so on your next exhale, I want you to just lift up your right leg, float it off the ground, and hold. Now if you'll notice that your right quad has tightened up, and hopefully that's the only place you're feeling work. Make sure your chest isn't slumped over. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. So we're isolating that muscle to strengthen it where it connects to our knee. Let's do the same with our left leg. Ready? Up. Now I want you to make sure that your belly isn't pushing out. Your chest is open, but you're not pushing your belly out. If so, just tuck your belly button into your spine. But I also don't want you hunching over, so it's a neutral belly position. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to actually lift it and just kind of pump that leg up. So it's going to look like this. Go for up now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up high. Bring it down low, just hovering over the ground. Back up high. And hover. Give me 10. Hover. 9. Hover. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it down. I feel my hips firing up, which is good. We want these muscle groups to work together. Let's go ahead and lift up our left leg and pop it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, just hovering it down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last thing we're going to do working out this muscle is bring our knee into our chest and then straight parallel with the ground. Now if this hurts your knee to bend it this far, then don't do this one. Stick back up with it, popping it up. We're going to stretch that out later. Ready? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it slowly come down. Lift that left leg up. Knee to chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. All right, well done. Now I want you to sit with your back straight up. Essentially, I'm aligning my spine to be directly over my hips, so I'm not sagging back or arching my back too far. And we're going to reach up and just C-curve over that. And I want you to pull on your calf muscle right here is where I want to be feeling this stretch as much as possible. If that muscle is tight, it can't support your knee properly. So we're just going to stretch it out a little bit between exercises. So I want you to sit here for just about a minute. So keep pulling on your toes. If you can't pull on your toes, then your goal is going to be to try to lift your heels off the ground no matter where your hands are on your legs. So just hold this, breathing in and out, in and out. This shouldn't cause your knee any pain. So if it is causing your knee some pain, I want you to bend your knees as you're bending forward. Totally fine. We want to assist the body, definitely not hurt the body. 5 more seconds. All right. Let's go ahead and come over to our all fours position on the mat. Now, definitely if your mat isn't thick enough to support your knees, then you're just gonna pull your mat and double it over, okay? So that your knee has plenty of padding like this. My mat's nice and thick, so that'd be a little much for me. So I want you to make sure that your knees are directly under your hips, so they're completely supported by your pelvis, and your shoulders are directly over your wrist. And from here, I want you to start with your left leg and just slowly slide it out. And as you slide it out, I want you to notice that your pelvis should not move at all. So it's staying in a completely straight line. And when you're sure that it is, then you can lift up from your glutes. You're gonna lift up your leg. And now I can feel the entire inner muscle that works from my hip to my knees firing up. And when you're ready, you'll reach out with your right arm and just hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. All right, we're gonna do the same with our right leg. Nice and controlled. We'll just float it back. Reach it up in parallel is all we're going for here. When you're ready, lift up that left arm. You're also working your core. Make sure your belly button is zipped up into your spine. You're not sagging your back. 6 more seconds. And slowly bring it back down. Now we're going to do the same thing, but I want to bring my knee into my elbow. So it's move our left leg and left and right arm back out. I want you to crunch it in, arching your back up and pushing it back out. So give me 8. Reach. 7. Reach. 6. Reach. Reach back down. Well done. Hope we're feeling good. Let's go ahead and go with our right leg back out, left arm back out. Once I'm nice and balanced, feeling my core fire up, I'll bring it in and out. Give me 8. Out. 7. 6. You got this. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Reach back out and slowly we'll come down. All right, be gentle with yourself and let's move back over to our bum. But this time we're gonna scoot up to our mat because we're gonna slowly roll down. Support yourself with your arms if needed. And again, what we're gonna work on is this muscle moving with interaction with our pelvis and our core. So our knees are never left with unnecessary weight. So how we're gonna do that, go ahead and start with your legs just in front of your bum. I want you to go ahead and straighten your left leg up and bring it down and pop it right back up. So give me 10, up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend, up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't lock your knee too hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend back. All right, that was really just a warm up for what we're gonna do next. I want you to straighten both legs if possible. Totally fine if they have to be bent, but I want them straight up. And your goal is essentially that you are feeling there is a pull from your quads to your chest. So it's more important that they're closer to your chest rather than that they're completely locked out, okay? I want you to make sure your belly button is zipping into your spine so we have a bit of space under our back, but we're not pooching our belly button up. And from here, we're going to circle our legs to the left and then to the right, down to the center. So left, right, down, center. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold straight up. We're gonna go the other way around, starting on our right side. So right, around, center, right, around, center, right, around, center. Let's do 2 more. And 2, right, around, and 1. You go ahead and bend those knees. Curl your head, neck, and shoulder off the mat and just bring your nose to your knees. Inhale to exhale. Roll yourself back just to get yourself up. And those are some workouts that are going to strengthen this muscle into your core muscles, which will help you to not put unnecessary pressure on your knees. I want to give you one stretch that also is just going to help your knees out. If you'll sit in a 4 position, one leg bent in, the other one just straighten out, and just bend over your leg, have your shoulders squared straight to your leg, and hold this stretch for about a minute every day. It's going to stretch this muscle running behind, or this tendon running right behind your kneecap. So you'll do that on both sides, of course, and there's all sorts of research, but it's always recommended to hold the stretches for at least a minute and do them daily if possible to really see results from that. Something else I personally do, because I do sometimes struggle with knee pain, but anytime I'm really intentional about stretching and strengthening them, it always goes away. So something else I would do is you'll sit straight out, just like I'm doing again, and I'll make sure that there's not any tension in my thighs here. And I'm literally going to take my thumbs and I'm just going to push my kneecap forward. It's kind of gross because your kneecap moves, but it helps. So I'm just going to push forward 10 times. And then I'm going to take my thumb and go from the bottom side and push it up 10 times. I'm going to do the same thing on all 4 sides of my kneecaps. I'm going to go to the right, I'm going to push out, I'm going to go to the left, and I'm going to push it in 10 times. And the whole while, I want to really make sure that these muscles are loosey-goosey. So I'm going to do that on both sides of my knees, and this one helps me tremendously when I'm having some serious knee pain. The last stretch I want to go ahead and give you is essentially just stretching this calf muscle in any way you can. Often I will just put my leg on a chair or a couch or something in front of me, and I'll just bend over to it. Now you'll notice this is quite different than when you're just sitting on the ground, because you're going to feel it in the muscle right behind your knee. So essentially prop your leg up and bend towards it. When you can feel a stretch, you've gone far enough, and hold this one. Man, I like to hold this one for like 5 minutes, whatever's helpful. It's not necessarily about how high you're getting up or anything like that. It's more about making sure you're getting that stretch behind your knee. Another tip I wanted to mention is, even though for me, it's my left knee that tends to give me problems, I always do the same thing for my left knee and my right knee, because I don't ever want to overcompensate and end up hurting the other knee just as much. And potentially, your left knee might be hurting because your right knee is weak and it's been overcompensating for too long. So these are just some helpful tips and tricks that have really helped me with my knee pain, and I hope they help you as well. Hopefully see you soon.